I'm going to be covering a lot of my gripes with Valentino's character here, and kind of a lot of gripes I have with how the fandom looks at him, so don't worry. We're going to be covering just generally some thoughts I have on Valentino. So he's going to be taking over as the leader of the Vees, and I guess that is a logical progression of them, considering Vox isn't going to be leading them anymore. I will say, I did not think that Vox was their leader in Season 1. To me, I thought they were all, like, the three of them were equal. It's kind of like having a leader of your friend group, right? Like, you're all friends, you're all in a democracy, I guess. It's just kind of odd to me that they picked one of them to be the head of their group. I guess that is how they operate, and I guess it does make sense that Valentino would be next in line. I don't think the V's are going to be the leading villains of the next season or 4, but I do see them having an antagonistic role still. I would have preferred if Velvet took over as their head, but I guess she is the youngest and she's a woman, so considering how the villains of season 1 and 2 were treated, I'm hoping that if Val becomes the main villain of the next season or any season coming up, that he gets the Adam treatment. I hope he gets the Adam treatment next season. Actually, I hope he gets stabbed to death by Nifty, even though, again, I'm not a big fan of her, but, if she does actually kill him, maybe I'll become a Nifty fan. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna take this as an excuse to quickly blabber about how Val bothers me as a character. Some of this is like criticism on him, and some of this, like I said, is fandom gripes that I have. We'll get to it. He didn't bother me all that much in season 1. Of course, I don't like him, but he didn't have too much of a presence from what I remember. He was mainly there for episode 4 when he's abusing Angel, and you get to see Angel stand up to him in that club. But aside from that, he didn't really stick out to me all that much. Now he's more obnoxious, he's more present, and I'm seeing more of the fan base sympathize for him. I feel like this season they're almost trying to frame him as a likable character. In season 1, they show him more as a villain monster, but here they're trying to make him like sympathetic. First, I want to say the jokes they have with him really frustrate me. Having him have like quirky lines saying like, "Oh, you're so obsessed with me" to Vox, or his little line in the trailer where he's like, "I know you won't believe this, but I don't understand." It felt like it's trying to appeal to the fan base, and like it feels like it's trying to get clipped and have people be like, "Oh my god, he's so me," or "Oh my god, guys, he's so cute, he's such like a little woobified baby girl." And something that really rubs me the wrong way is how Val, he feels like he's a more openly Latino or Spanish character. I think he's Latino, and there's more frequent Spanish speaking from him. I know Vaggie is also Latina in this show, and I do think she does have a couple scenes where she speaks Spanish when she's frustrated, although it feels like it's more on the down low. They don't really show that as much. And then Valentino, who was the villain, speaks it more frequently and has a more pronounced accent, which of course I'm not saying, like, obviously, not everyone who's Latino is going to have the same accent and everyone who is ethnicity is going to have the same accent, but I hope you can see where I'm coming from here, that the good guy character, Vaggie, who's Latina, doesn't have a pronounced accent, but the villain, who's Latino, has a more prominent accent. You see where I'm kind of getting a weird vibe here. It's kind of like how Disney villains also suffer from that, where the villains tend to have more pronounced features or accents, and the main characters are more, I guess I'll say more whiteified? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope you get what point I'm trying to make here though. But a lot of my gripes come from how there's parts of the fandom that will take scenes of him being sad or silly and they'll use that to baby him or say that he deserves better. Val's expression when Vox is trying to hypnotize him is used as a way to be like, "Oh my god, guys, look at him, he's a poor baby, he's so heartbroken, he deserves better. Vox is being so mean to my baby girl." His sad song too at the end, I can't tell if they're genuinely trying to make the viewer sympathize with him or if they're referencing a musical that I just don't know, and it's a sort of parody on his character. I'm hoping it's just like a reference and trying to be ironic, but having him framed like that sympathetically rubs me the wrong way again. And having him be like, oh, if Vox glows any brighter, is he gonna still see me? And he's all sad about that. It's like they want you to want better for him, which of course, if this is some other character, yeah, I would feel bad for them, but again, this is Valentino. He does this exact thing of abusing and not caring about anyone he has, like his employees, his victims. He doesn't care about them, but because he's close with Vox and he has a more romantic interest and he's close with them, but he's getting treated badly, I'm not gonna sympathize with him. How Vox is treating him by just using him or not wanting to be open about their relationship or whatever. It's kind of exactly what Valentino's always doing to his victims, of not giving anyone real connection or exploiting them. Also, the art vlog on the Vox Tech website, I know they're trying to humanize the characters, but again, there's something about having Val be an adorable little art streamer that feels weird. They have him dumbed down a lot in the show, which I wouldn't mind if they were having him dumb himself down and act cute and oblivious or whatever with his victims, but around the V's I expect him to be a little more mature and not put on that like, oh, I'm so cute, you can't hurt me act. Also, something that really irks me is that Vivzy says that she relates to Val a lot. I don't know if I have the clip still, but I did see in an interview that she said that she sees herself in Val. I get that, when you have characters, everyone that you make, you're gonna put a piece of yourself in those characters, right? Like, even your worst villains, you'll put something of yourself in them. And sure, you can be like, yeah, I relate to that part of them, but from what I remember, she said that, like, he's one of the ones that she relates to the most. I mean, I guess, yeah, they're both artists. That can be a reason that they relate, but considering that one OC that she used to have and the snake bathtub drawing, I'm not really sure if I want to dismiss it as just an artist thing. And also the ending, I think I mentioned this in another video. I know I said it in another recording. I don't know if the video is out yet, but you'll probably hear me say this twice. Is the ending that has Charlie smiling at Valentino. Surface level, you could just be like, yeah, I saw another content creator say, oh, this was a look of determination, this was a determined smile. But I do have proof, and I'll probably put the screenshot up now, that I think it was a storyboard artist who said that they had them smile at each other for fan service, or for the shippers out there. Really, really odd. Valentino's taking over the V's might lead to some of the most annoying scenes in the future. Maybe they'll write him better as a villain and not just try to make him an adorable Disney princessa. So, yeah, that's my quick little rant on things I don't like about Valentino. I'm sure there's a lot more I could say, but this is just quickly going over some things that are prominently in my mind right now. I hope you like that. Let me know what your thoughts are on Valentino in the comments. I know a lot of people don't like Valentino because in the first season I've heard people say that he's a realistic depiction of an abuser, which, yeah, I do agree with that. With his flip-flopping of being nice and being awful. A lot of people have already covered that. This season, it doesn't feel like they want to make him... They don't want to take the time to write him that way. In this season, it feels like he's kind of different from how he used to act. But whatever. That's a topic for another time. Alright, like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Comment your thoughts, and have a great day. Love you.